The Wall Street Journal released an article recently claiming that Trump contributed to a lewd birthday letter compilation to Jeffrey Epstein, and now Donald Trump is threatening to sue the Wall Street Journal after that publication. And finally, the revelation that FBI agents were told to flag any Epstein records that mentioned Trump. And after all of this nonsense, now all of a sudden, Donald Trump is ordering Bondi to seek release of Jeffrey Epstein-related grand jury testimony. And the way that I've laid it out here, it's very clear to see that what are all the files going to come out, and anything and everything that has the word Trump on it is probably going to be redacted, which is extremely disappointing. It is so clear to see that this is a huge cover-up. You have a party who comes in and they say, hey, if we get elected, we're going to release everything. That's a promise. Then they don't do it, and then all of their followers are revolting and saying, hey, this was a promise, can you please just do this? And now everybody is saying, oh, it's a hoax, it's boring, and they're actually acting upset that people want this list released. So first things first, with the House voting, it was a very narrow vote that was supposed to force the Department of Justice to publish the Epstein files online within 30 days. I have no idea how this wasn't a landslide. I just don't understand why it was 211 against 210. The only thing I can put together as to why it would happen this way is that the people in the House of Representatives probably know that there are so many names on that list that the entire world would fall apart if it was published. Then you have just nonsense that Trump is posting on Truth Social, this goofy social media website. The radical left Democrats have hit pay dirt again. Just like with the fake and fully discredited Steele dossier, the lying 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, which the Dems swore had come from Russia. No, it came from Hunter Biden's bathroom. And even the Russia scam itself, a totally fake and made up story used in order to hide crooked Hillary Clinton's big loss in the 2016 presidential election. These scams and hoaxes are all the Democrats are good at. It's all they have. They are no good at governing, no good at policy, and no good at picking winning candidates. So this right here begs so many questions. So many people were saying we're going to release the list, and now people are calling it a hoax, and he just continues to double and triple down on calling it a hoax. I just don't get it. And it really is sad to see that people in power will treat the masses like they're stupid and hope that if they just say it over and over and over again, it'll become truth. This is another video that has been going around where he just continues to call it boring, call it a hoax, and then you literally have Jeffrey Epstein's neighbor over here laughing when they call it fake news.
Curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled?
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things, the Steele dossier, which was all fake. All that information was fake. But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say let them have it.
So yeah, a video like that really makes you wonder why in the world, when they're calling it fake news and then they're laughing about it, these are the same people who a year ago said, hey, there is a list and we're gonna release it. And now they're calling it fake news. Really? Then here comes the bombshell with this Wall Street Journal publication. Jeffrey Epstein's friends sent him bawdy letters for a 50th birthday album. One was from Donald Trump. The leather-bound book was compiled by Maxwell. The president says the letter is a fake thing. It was Jeffrey Epstein's 50th birthday, and Maxwell was preparing a special gift to mark the occasion. She turned to Epstein's family and friends. One of them was Trump. The letter bearing Trump's name, which was reviewed by the journal, is bawdy. Like others in the album, it contains several lines of typewritten text framed by the outline of a naked woman, which appears to be hand-drawn with a heavy marker. A pair of small arcs denote the woman's breasts, and the future president's signature is a squiggly Donald below her waist, mimicking pubic hair. The letter concludes, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret," which is so damning and suspicious. In an interview with the Journal on Tuesday evening, Trump denied writing the letter or drawing the picture. "This is not me. This is a fake thing. It's a fake Wall Street Journal story," he said. "I never wrote a picture in my life. I don't draw pictures of women," he said. "It's not my language. It's not my words." He told the Journal he was preparing to file a lawsuit if it published an article. "I'm going to sue the Wall Street Journal just like I sued everyone else," he said. Inside the outline of the woman was a typewritten note styled as an imaginary conversation between Trump and Epstein, written in third person. Voiceover: "There must be more to life than having everything," the note began. "Donald, yes there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey, nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes we do, come to think of it. Enigmas never age, have you noticed that? As a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." Yeah, that is extremely damning and suspicious. That is just creepy and weird. "Yes there is, but I won't tell you what it is," in response to "there must be more to life than having everything." Things just continue to get worse, where FBI agents were told to flag any Epstein records that mentioned Trump. The FBI agents assigned to review files in the criminal case against Epstein were instructed to flag any documents that mentioned President Donald Trump, Senator Richard Durbin said. Durbin asked the Justice Department and FBI to explain what his office called apparent discrepancies regarding handling of the Epstein files and findings from a Justice Department memo. Trump has called on supporters to drop their pursuit of the release of the files, saying the controversy of their withholding by Attorney General Pam Bondi is a hoax. And finally, within today, Trump orders Bondi to seek release of Jeffrey Epstein-related grand jury testimony. So now I guess the president has ordered Attorney General Pam Bondi to seek the release of the grand jury testimony related to Jeffrey Epstein as his administration faces pressure to disclose more details on the sex offender. Ben Bondi wrote, "We are ready to move the court tomorrow to unseal grand jury transcripts. A judge will need to make the final decision on whether material can be released, which could take some time and is unlikely to be immediate. The government is generally required to keep grand jury material secret, and it's common for not all material that is shown to a grand jury, which meets before a person is criminally indicted, to emerge during a criminal case. A request of this kind by the government is unusual," says Mitchell Epner. Then finally with this quote, "I would not be surprised if a number of people came forward under pseudonyms to object to the release of grand jury material related to them. I would also not be surprised if some of the victims came forward and said, yes, we do want things to be revealed." A lot of this is just a bunch of nonsense. I just don't understand still. You say you promise you're going to release something, and then you get mad at people because they want you to make good on your promise, and then you start calling it a hoax, fake news, and a scam. What? It just doesn't add up for me. Unfortunately, it seems like the way things are going to go is that if there are files that are going to be released, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of it was going to be redacted. Again, there was a huge push for like files about the JFK assassination to be released, and then it ended up being a huge nothing burger. It's just really infuriating when you have people who are literally talking about their follower base, calling them stupid weaklings and just like outright disrespecting them, and just continuing to lie over and over, hoping that if you do it enough, people are just going to accept it and move on with their lives. Anyways, I'm sure in the next few days there's going to be a ton more stuff happening, but these are the updates that I've heard about. These files just need to get released. That's it. There needs to be justice for the victims.